All right, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. And once again, good morning. How are you doing? How are you feeling? How is your family? I'm not speaking correctly this morning, but how is your family? How's your teen? How's your young adult? How's your adult child? How's your wife? How's your husband? How's your family? I hope everybody is doing well, staying safe with this weather. In New York, where I'm from, down in Georgia, it's cold. In Texas, it's cold. It's cold everywhere. Come on, somebody. It's cold. Lord, I don't know what's going on. I came down here to Hotlanta for some heat, and I'm getting the shivers because it's cold. So I'm saying, wrap. I'm silly, y'all. I'm silly. I gotta be myself. Wrap up. Make sure you're good. Make sure your family is doing well. Check on them. But I'm glad to be in front of you on this morning. Yesterday was Martin Luther King. Everybody had a chance to, you know, share their thoughts, but I just thank Dr. King for his sacrifice, not for his life, but before his life was taken, for everything that he has said and done for us to be able to do. And I wouldn't even have the opportunity to be in front of you. My family wouldn't have had the opportunity to help so many others, and we want to have all these wonderful Black African American kings and queens trailblazing a way for us if it wasn't for God using Dr. King in such a manner. So I wanted to make sure I put that out there. But welcome to Family Morning Transformation with yours truly, DMP Speaks. If this is your first time, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is David M. Pinkston, but like I said, I go by the name of DMP Speaks. I am a motivational and empowerment speaker. I'm a board certified, Christian counselor and a family restoration specialist, aka family coach. I am your family coach, and I do these Monday through Friday, and I'm bringing back Saturday as well. But Monday through Friday at 7:30 p.m. and on Saturday at 8:30 a.m. Might be changing the time, but right now it's 8:30 a.m. And what I do, I come on and I talk about different topics that's going to help your relationship with your teen, young adult, and even your adult child, whether they live with you still or they have their own family, husband or wife or grandchildren or great grand, doesn't matter. I'm here to transform your family's relationship to make it better. Excuse me on my sinus this. Excuse me. It's trying to act up today, but I have a work to do. Because I believe every family deserves transformation. That's what I believe. I believe your family, I believe your family, and I believe your family has and should have the opportunity to transform in the best way, in the best manner that you can. So with that, welcome again, welcome again. So I'm not going to belabor your time, but I do have something to talk about today. And I'm going to be honest, it might shake the ground a little bit, but I'm telling you, what I believe that I have is going to help parents and guardians really start making some, like really thinking. I can't even get it out because there's so much there. And it's going to be tough, what I'm about to say, but I believe it's going to help your relationship improve and to grow. So I need you guys to do me a quick favor, share this with someone. Share this, share this, share this. It's not going to take me long to do this, but I believe that what I have is going to help. So the topic that I want to talk about today is when your ego gets in the way of your relationship with your teen, young adult, or your adult child. So again, when your ego as parents and guardians gets in the way of the relationship with your teen, young adult, or your adult child. Now, why in the world? Why in the world? And I want you to share this. I really want you to share this with somebody that is struggling in their relationship. This is to help. Again, I am not badgering any parent. I'm not making anybody try to feel bad. That's not my intention when I come here on the morning. I'm solely here to be the family coach, the restoration specialist, to help you in areas that you might not even recognize that there are issues. And the reason why I'm bringing this up And I wrote this down. Sometimes as parents, you might feel that what you say is law, right? And a lot of times it should be law because you're the parent, you're the guidance counselor, right? You're the attorney, right? You're the coach. See, people don't realize it's more than people trying to be a life coach. Even if you're not helping someone else, you're helping your family. So you are in that driver's seat to help, and not only help, but to guide, right? But also show love and get an understanding. Yes, your kids might be, they might act up, they might say this and that, but you're supposed to guide them to truth, right? So I kind of broadened that thought, but your word should be law, right? But the problem is, and this is where I want to get into for a few moments. The problem is that a lot of times your ego, talking about you, still love on me, but your ego is getting in the way of the relationship because a lot of times we say, you're going to do what I say or else. Now, I respect that. I respect that to a certain degree because sometimes you can say things, right? And your ego gets in the way and it doesn't allow you to hear your child, to understand your child, to allow them to vent to you, or to even comprehend really what is my teen trying to say to me. Because you're allowing what you want to say, what you want to do, to get in the midst or in the middle of a conversation that an opportunity that you didn't even have before. It's like your child is giving you a chance and you're still with your ego, with you knowing it all, right? And then we got kids that feel like they know it all, so I'm not taking sides. Again, this is a tight one today, but we have to start learning how to listen and communicate in a better way. I know this is tough. I know parents have probably went on and you probably don't want to listen to this, but there's a parent here, there's a guardian here that needs this because they know that their relationship with their teen, young adult, or adult child is not great. And I have to be the one to say it with boldness and confidence because I am a coach. And I coach individuals, but we talking about family today. You got to remove your ego out of the way. Your attitude has to go. I wrote this down. We can be so into what we want to say and what we want to do to make a point that we have missed the opportunity to have a deep conversation, right? A realistic conversation with our team about something important. So let me pause there. Can I get a few minutes? Can I get a few minutes with some of you? Please put it in the comments if I can say this. When you're trying to make a point, and that's all you do is trying to make a point, and you're never having a conversation, do you know you're making things worse? And you might say, well, DMP speaks, I don't agree. And that's okay. I still love you. But I got to do my job. I've been commissioned to do this. This is part of my purpose. So let me do my purpose if y'all don't mind. When you're trying to make a point, and that's all you're trying to do, but you're not trying to have a conversation. See, those are two different things. That's just in my vocabulary. When you're trying to make a point, right? And a lot of times you have to, but there are times that you're just continuing making a point, and that's an opportunity, that's an open door to have a conversation. But you just want to make your point, and when you make your point, that's done. There's no other discussion. That's it. Sometimes we are in error because we're not allowing our kid to talk, our teen or young adult to talk to us, to have this two-way conversation. And we miss that door. We miss that opportunity. We miss that chance to connect with our child in a deeper way. We miss that opportunity to really talk with them and really get them to understand where we're coming from. But we should want to know what's in their mind. What are they thinking about when I'm making my point? But if you are allowing your ego to continue to get in the way, listen, as parents, sometimes we can be very aggressive, and I know I can. I'm talking. If you don't want to talk about you, I'll talk about me. I can be very aggressive sometimes. Ask my son, ask my wife, ask my niece. I am hard on them, and not so much my mama, because she probably smacked me in my face, a little bit. But I'm hard on them because I love them. But my error was I was trying to make a point, but I wasn't listening to their side. I'm saying now there's a difference. Let me make this clear. There's a difference when your teen has done something and he or she knows that they did something wrong, and you got to make that point, and that's it. There's no other discussion. I'm not talking about those times. I'm talking about when you have an opportunity to talk about something that is very difficult, very tough to talk about, very hard to talk about, and you want to make a point, but you got to hear the other side, not an excuse, right? Because we ain't got time for excuses, but trying to teach them, hey, this was wrong, but let me explain to you why this is wrong, son. Why this is wrong, daughter. Why this is wrong, grandchild. Because A, B, and C, whatever it is, right? But if your ego is getting in the way of having that conversation, again, you're not willing to listen. Your ego is going to increase your closed-mindedness. I don't know if that's a word, but you're going to be closed-minded. You're going to come off mean to your team, right? And do what is as I say, or else there has a time and place for that. But most of all, we have to be able to connect with our team in a more meaningful way, because we're going to keep missing out on these opportunities that we're not going to get back. And because we're not going to get a lot of these back, they're not going to talk to you, and they're not going to talk to you for a while. You know what they're going to give? I'm going to give you a little game. If you don't even know it, you might know it. They're going to tell you exactly what you want to hear. And you might say, well, that's good. Not all the time. Not all the time. You don't want them to just tell you what you want to hear. Because I'm going to tell you something. Even if they're telling you what you want to hear, that doesn't mean that they received what you said. Ooh, this is heavy today, isn't it? You never want your team to just tell you what you want here, so it makes your ego feel better, because you could have given them a great lesson, or have the opportunity to have a great lesson, have a great conversation, and they'll say, yeah, I got it, and don't have nothing that you said because of your delivery at times. And don't allow you making your point or your ego to get in the way from when you make that point to push your teen away. Because many teens feel like mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, they just don't get me. They don't understand me. I can never, ever have a conversation with them. They're always cutting me off. It's do what I say or else. They're mean with it. They're very aggressive. I feel attacked. And because they feel attacked, they're not going to talk to you. They're going to talk to somebody else. They're going to talk to their friend at school. They're going to talk to their friend in the neighborhood. They're going to talk to their cousin. And 9 times out of 10, trying to get advice from somebody that's the same age as them. And they're missing out because they got the wrong answer. And they were supposed to get the answer from you. But because you didn't want to listen, that you didn't want to have that conversation, and you were so much into your ego, you were all into your mind and all to your thoughts and making your point, that you missed out after making your point. Because a lot of kids don't feel heard by you. They don't feel respected by you. They don't feel appreciated by you. They don't feel connected by and with you. Excuse me. They don't feel comfortable to talk with you. They don't even want to hear what you have to say because you haven't heard them because of your ego. Listen, rejection from a teen is nothing but a wall that has to be put down, because communication should be one of the most important things that you should be building with your teen, young adult, and adult child. If you're so much in your ego, you don't know how to apologize. You don't know how to say, I'm sorry, I was wrong. If you don't know how to do that as a parent, that's an issue. Forgive me if you don't want to hear it, but this is what it has to be. If your teen has never heard you say, I'm sorry, man, that's a problem. Because I will question, what kind of relationship do you have? I'm a strong parent. I used to have that, you're going to do what I do, say and do, or else. But that doesn't work all the time, because it does put up that wall. And you can mishandle your teen. You can't keep mishandling your teen, because they're not going to be teens forever. They're going to be grown adults. They're going to be your adult child. And you're not going to have the relationship that you want to, because you're so much in your way. You were so much in your way, you didn't even know that your teen has mentally and emotionally and relationally left you. And because they answer the phone and talk to you for a couple minutes, everything was okay. No. It's not okay. Because they might be, they ain't gonna say this to you, but oh, they're calling me again. Yeah, hey ma, hi, I'm good. Yeah, And then when they hang up the phone, oh, I'm so glad I got through that, because they don't never listen anyways. I don't feel like talking to them right now. They love you, but they don't want to talk to you. They love you, they don't want to be around you. I know this is tough today. I know I'm probably gonna get a couple calls, but you know what? That's okay, because I am a coach that wants to see you do better. And I have other notes, but I think you get the point. You gotta remove your ego out of the way. You gotta remove it so that you can have a level of growth for you and your teen, your young adult, and your adult child. Listen to me. If you felt like you were beat on today, I apologize, but this is what I had. This is what God gave me to talk about this morning. I really want to see your family do better than it did before, better than 23, 22, 21, 2020, 2019. I want 2024 to be the best year that you have ever had in relationship and communication with you and your child and your teen, your young adult, and your adult child. We all have to do better, including myself. So I'm challenging you to take a step back and look at the things, look at the conversations, look at the things that you have said in the text message, over the phone, in person, and ask yourself, is my ego preventing me from having a better relationship with my teen, young adult, or adult child? And I want to encourage you, if you want better in your relationship, you're ready for that. You're ready to see a better communicative way for you and your child. I want you to be bold today. I want you to have confidence today. And I want you to sign up for my family transformation program. It's 12 weeks where we are extensive. I have PowerPoint presentations. I have worksheets. I have homework. I have activities. that's going to help you and your family come back together. I do it online and in person. Georgia, Atlanta Metroplex, surrounding cities, I'm here. I'm here to serve you and get the results that you are looking for. I need you guys to share this. I'm looking for 10 families. That's all I have capacity right now. 10 families that I would love to help. I want to help you. I want you to grow. I want you to grow expeditiously and expound. And I want you to be all that y'all can be with a better relationship, better communication with one another. Guys, thank you so much for your time. I know I went over the time, but I needed to make that point today because I want to see your family do well. And because I want to see your family do well, I believe every family deserves transformation. I'll catch you tomorrow at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Share this with someone. Seriously. Share this with someone because I believe your family is on the brink of something great. Peace.